Greetings all, welcome to Music is a Journey. I'm Peter. Today's video is in celebration of Earth Day, April 22nd. The very first Earth Day was actually celebrated back in 1970, and it was a response to an oil spill off the coast of Santa Barbara, which made a real big bloody mess of the coastline there. And people who were on the front line fighting the oil spill and trying to clean up the mess thought we need to have some kind of environmental regulation. So anyway, it ended up resulting in the creation of an Earth Day, which we observe every year on April 22nd to acknowledge the damage, I guess, that we are doing to the planet and the environment through our various activities. So what I thought I wanted to do for this year's Earth Day, and the very first time Music is a Journey has made a video for Earth Day, is to just talk about 5 songs that deal with the topic of environmental abuse, environmental destruction, and all those other various nasty things that our oh-so-special species is doing to the planet. So first of all, we'll take a look at a song called Slower Than Guns. It comes from Iron Butterfly's album Metamorphosis from back in 70 or 71. It says 1970 back here. So this was a new lineup. Well, actually, almost every album with Iron Butterfly had a new lineup, but this was a new lineup entirely because there was no longer Eric Braun, who was, you know, the guitarist behind the In-A-Gadda-Da-Vida album and the Ball album. So we had 2 new members in here, including Larry Reinhardt. And this song, Slower Than Guns, is a very slow acoustic track, but describing things like smoking stacks on industry's backs, endless lines of cigarette packs, breathe deep, it's always in you. And another one I remember, DDT, making bugs relax, they're in your food like poison tacks, eat well, they're always in you. So all the way back in 1970, Iron Butterfly wrote a song about what we were doing to the planet. And of course, they're not the first to do it. There were other songs in the 60s as well. But that's where we're starting off from here. Next up, I would like to take a look at the title track from the 4th album by Spirit of the West from North Vancouver, British Columbia, Save This House. This is probably also their most well-known album, and there are a couple of songs on here that deal with environmental problems, one of them being about the Exxon Valdez oil spill. But the song I want to take a look at is the title track, Save This House, which includes lines like, "The furniture's on fire," "This house is a disgrace," "Someone change the locks before we trash this place." And the house that needs saving, the house that is going to be trashed with the furniture on fire and everything, is of course planet Earth, which we can see on the cover. Earth appearing in each of the four pictures with some kind of depiction of the 4 members. So, Spirit of the West and Save This House. It's a really great song too if you haven't heard it. Next, actually, an interesting album. This is from White Willow, and this is Terminal Twilight. I think, without actually knowing, and of course one is an instrumental, but I think all of these tracks on here deal with some kind of tragic end. I know Red Leaves, I believe that is with the moon or some other very large celestial object colliding with the Earth. There's also Floor 67, which is kind of the end of Western civilization or civilization. And one track on here is called Sea Rise, which describes a woman who is living on a hill, and the sea is just getting higher and higher as the days go by. And I think her lover or someone set out to look for land somewhere, and he has not returned, or there's something about she thought someone had come, but it was just a corpse floating in the water. I don't remember. It's been a while since I've listened to it. But anyway, I understand from that song there, Sea Rise is exactly that. You know, the ice caps are melting, the ice sheets around the world are melting, and the sea level is just going up and up and up. So, yeah, for all of us, not me, I don't actually live near the coast, but for all of us humans who live near the coast or on islands that are pretty low to sea level, yeah, it would spell disaster. All right. So the reason why I got the idea to make this video is because a week or so ago I was listening to a song off this Shonen Knife album, Fun, 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 and there's a song on here called Minamino. Minamino Shima, which is South Island, basically. And that song is describing how the sea levels are rising, and some of these southern islands, which are barely above sea level, are at risk of disappearing completely. And there are other lines in the song as well about glaciers melting or ice sheets melting, and more tornadoes and storms and this sort of thing as the atmosphere gets warmer and has to, regulate heat, because that's what storms are. It's about the distribution and regulation of heat, taking concentrated heat from land or sea and sending it upwards to release that heat into the atmosphere. It's like a giant air conditioning system, actually. Just as there's more and more heat to disperse, the air conditioner has to work overtime. Anyway, that song is about that, and most of the song is sung in Japanese, but the chorus sings, "It's a warning sign from the earth." So that's the song actually that inspired this video. And finally, a song that I picked here, this is from Voivod's last full-length original song album, Synchro Anarchy, and it's going back a few years now. My favorite song on here is one called Planeteers, and it is describing, and the video shows it too, but it is describing human beings preparing another planet for human travel and sightseeing. They're talking about how they would, clear away things to put up various buildings or build the resort so that you can enjoy your stay in comfort on the planet. And it's just saying that, what we have already done to planet Earth, we are just going to do the same thing once we move to another place. So we are planet eaters. Planet eaters sounds like it's some kind of alien beast that's roaming through the cosmos and eating up planets, but it's talking about the human race and what we do to planets in order to build our comfortable environments so that we can exist anywhere. So yeah, that's what Planeteers is about, and that's it. Those are my 5 picks for Earth Day, April 22nd, 2025. Have you got any songs that come to mind when you think about this kind of a message? Let me know in the comments if you will, and thank you for watching this video. See you in another one. Happy Earth Day, everyone. Be nice to the trees and stuff, okay? Thanks. Bye.